This is our favorite time. It's story time, and I'm so glad that you're here with us, and I'm going to share a story with you tonight. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. That was true of the Brown's home. Well, true, almost true. Now, Big Brother Jimmy, with his red hair and freckles, why, he had kicked all of his covers off just dreaming about the Christmas red bike that he was going to get. Little Sister Sue, on the other hand, was all wrapped up in her little mermaid blanket, so tightly wrapped all you could see was the tip end of her nose sticking out. Mom Brown, why, she had fallen asleep quickly and deeply after her busy, busy day of cooking and cleaning. And Mr. Brown, why, Mr. Brown's snoring could be heard all the way down the hall to the family room where, unbeknownst to the Brown family, lived Minerva McAfee Graymouse and her family. Now, Minerva McAfee Graymouse and her family had hidden from the Browns, but particularly they hid from the Brown family cat named Joe. Joe Cat was a rather large yellow tabby cat. He had big, bright yellow eyes, large white teeth, and long, sharp claws. And the Gray Mouse children had been warned over and over and over again to look out for Joe Cat. Now, the Gray Mouse family, they were all asleep also beneath their fireplace wall. Well, there's that almost word again. They were almost asleep with the exception of Minerva McAfee Graymouse. Minerva was too excited to sleep because, you see, she was going to be off on an adventure tonight. She was going to find out what Christmas meant exactly. You see, she had seen the Browns get ready for Christmas. She'd seen them decorate a Christmas tree. She'd seen them put up a nativity scene. She had spied on them while they wrapped presents. And she loved it because Mrs. Brown was making Christmas goodies, and that was one of Minerva's favorite things because she was able to go and sneak a few of the dropped crumbs. Minerva was excited. She was thinking about her name. She was very proud of her name. Minerva was named after her great aunt who had worked at the library at the city. But McAfee was named after her great-great-great-great-grandfather, who had been a great adventurer. He had sailed on a clipper ship all around the world and had so many stories to tell. Why, they even talked about his great adventures still now around the family gathering table. Minerva was ready to have an adventure herself to find out what Christmas meant. She waited until everything was quiet and everyone was asleep, and she snuck out through that doorway that was right by the fireplace where the broken brick was. Watching very, very closely, she skittered over towards the nativity scene, climbed up on the table where the manger was and where the hay was located, and she began to talk to the figurines, and the figurines told her all about the baby that had been born in the manger, and about the shepherds that had come, and about the angels that had come, and the wise men that had come to honor him. After hearing all that, Minerva got ready to go across the floor, and she was watching very closely. Now, I bet you're wondering how it was that figurines could talk. Well, almost everybody knows that everything has the ability to talk on Christmas Eve, the holiest of all nights of the year. Looking about, making sure that Joe Cat wasn't anywhere around, Minerva skittered over to the Christmas tree, where she crawled up all the way to the very top, where a beautiful angel sat. And the beautiful angel began to tell her all about Christmas trees and presents and Santa Claus. There were so many things going on in Minerva's head, so many different things that she had been told about Christmas, about the nativity scene and Christmas trees and Santa Claus. There were so many things to think about. She just didn't know what to think about first, and she was thinking so hard about all those different things, trying to sort it out, that she forgot her parents' warning, and she forgot to be looking closely as she skittered across the side wall, getting ready to go back home. She was so busy thinking and not paying attention that she didn't notice that figure that was hidden way back there in the shadows. And just about the time she got right there by the wall, out of that shadow jumped, you know who it was, Joe Cat, the big yellow tabby cat with long white teeth and sharp, sharp claws. Minerva was so afraid, she was petrified, she couldn't move. And then to her surprise, Joe Cat just kind of walked over to her and with his big paw pushed her a little tiny tidbit of cheese, and with a growly voice looked at her and said, "Merry Christmas," and he walked away. Later on, Minerva was all snuggled up with the rest of her family, getting ready to go to sleep, and she was thinking about everything that she had heard that night and about Joe Cat's actions. And then she realized what Christmas was really all about. Christmas was really all about love. That's what Christmas was really all about. As Minerva laid all snuggled up with the rest of her family, her brothers and sisters, thoughts of Christmas and love were going through her head. Finally, she snuggled down and closed her eyes and went to sleep. And finally, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.